Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram, working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 4.4D. We will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a movie theater. It's got 32 rows of seats. Each row's got 24 seats. We're looking for the total number of seats in the movie theater. That's quite a big movie theater because that's a lot of rows of seats. So when we're looking at a problem like this, we think we might need to either multiply or divide. We're looking for a few things. We're looking for the number of groups, the number in each group, equal groups, and the total. We're going to get something that tells us we're dealing with equal groups, and it's going to be right here. Each row has 24 seats. Sometimes they'll tell you that each row has the same number of seats. You typically see that more when you're dealing with a division problem, but they'll just say each row has. If each row's got the same, that means we're dealing with equal groups, which means we're looking at either multiplication or division. Now, each movie theater is 32 rows, so these rows are going to act as a group. So this is the number of groups. And so sometimes your number of groups is going to be 32 people or 32 cars or 32 books or 32 something. But 32 sets of something, in this case, rows of seats. That's how many groups we have. And then we've got the same number in each group, 24. So number in each group. What we don't have is the total. That's our unknown. So when we are looking at a problem, we have the number of groups, we have the number in each group, and it's already said it's equal groups. We're looking for the total, that means it's multiplication. If they give you the total and you have to find the number of groups or the number in each group, that means you're looking with division. So let's draw a picture here to represent this. I want 32 groups. So what I don't want to do is I really don't want to draw 32 different boxes. Sometimes it just gets too many and it's not really worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start drawing 24, 24. These are my number of seats in each row. Then I'm just going to draw a little arrow that says 32 times. All right, so what that's going to do is that's just going to let me know I've got 24 seats 32 times, and I just don't want to write it all that time. Then I'm going to put my total down here. I'm going to attach it. You can have it above or below, attached or detached, and it's unknown. I don't know what that is. So this is setting up a multiplication problem for us. And so there's two different ways we can do it. We can do 32 times 24, and we can do partial products. And I'll do that down here. Or we can do 32 times 24, standard algorithm. Either work. So let's get to it. So I'll start with the partial products. You always start with the all the way on the right, right? So you're going to multiply 4 times 2 because those are both in the ones place, right? So that's going to be 8, and that's going to be 8. Nothing different between the two here. The difference comes when we start with the next. It's going to be 4 times the 3. So that 3 is really a 30. So it's going to be 4 times 3 is 12, but 4 times 30 is 120. So partial products, you stack them up like this. Here, I'm just going to put my 12 right there. Now, when I go to my second row, I'm going to deal with this 2. I'm going to multiply that by the 2 and that by the 3. But remember that 2 is not a 2. It's really a 20. So 20 times 2 is going to be 2040. So you're automatically starting there. I have to put a 0 in the second row because that 2 times 2 makes a 4. You notice how those look the same? And you see how my 120 is really that 128, right? Then I've got my 20 times the 30. That's two different zeros. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then I need my two zeros. And then 2 times 3, I can just put that 6, knowing that it's in the correct spot. So you still have to add the two rows together when you do the standard algorithm. 8, 6, 7. The difference is with a partial product, you've got to add 4 rows. That's really the only difference there. So our answer is going to be 768, whether you use the partial products, whether you use the standard algorithm. And so D is our correct answer.